a day to celebrate diversity. From a psychological and sexological perspective, the acceptance and celebration of LGBT Pride Day has a significant positive impact on the mental health and well-being of LGBT people. Visibility and public recognition help reduce stigma and discrimination, which in turn reduces stress and anxiety levels in the community. In addition, the celebration of Pride strengthens the sense of belonging and community, providing a safe space where people can express themselves freely and receive emotional support. Participation in Pride events also promotes self-acceptance and empowerment, key elements for good mental health and general well-being. In short, LGBT Pride Day not only commemorates a crucial moment in the history of LGBT rights, but also plays a vital role in promoting the mental health and well-being of the community. The origin of International LGBT Pride Day lies in the Stonewall riots, which occurred in New York in June 1969. These riots were a series of spontaneous and violent demonstrations that arose in response to a police raid on the Stonewall Inn bar, a well-known meeting point for the LGBT community. At that time, homosexuality was considered a crime in the United States. The laws were extremely restrictive and discriminatory, and the LGBT community lived under constant threat of arrest and violence. LGBT bars and meeting places were frequently raided by the police. These raids were humiliating and violent, and often resulted in the closure of these safe spaces for the community. In the early morning of June 28, 1969, police raided the Stonewall Inn, a popular spot for LGBT people in New York's Greenwich Village. However, this raid was not like the previous ones. This time, the response was different. The community, tired of persecution and discrimination, decided that enough was enough. Tired of persecution and discrimination, the bar's patrons resisted arrest. The resistance quickly turned into a massive protest that drew more people from the community and allies. The riots lasted for several days and became a symbol of the fight for LGBT rights. The courage and determination of those who participated in the riots inspired many others to join the cause. Stonewall marked a before and after in the fight for equality. It was a turning point that changed public perception and helped propel the LGBT rights movement forward. It inspired the creation of organizations and movements around the world. Since then, every year, LGBT Pride Day is celebrated in commemoration of these events, remembering the importance of the fight for equality and human rights.
Since Stonewall, the LGBT movement has come a long way. What began as a protest has become a global celebration of diversity. Every year, millions of people around the world join International LGBT Pride Day. The first Pride marches were held in cities like New York, Los Angeles, and San Francisco. Over time, they spread to other cities in the United States and the world. Today, from large capitals to small communities, Pride is celebrated on every continent. Pride Day is no longer just a march or a parade. It has become a whole month of cultural, artistic, and educational events. Concerts, exhibitions, plays, conferences, and films give visibility to the LGBT community and promote inclusion.
Unforgettable moments, milestones in the fight for equality. Throughout history, the LGBTQ+ community has faced numerous challenges and made significant strides in its fight for equality. The road to equality has been marked by important moments that have driven the advancement of LGBT rights. From the first protest to legal victories, each milestone has been a crucial step towards a more just society. One such milestone was the decision of the American Psychiatric Association to remove homosexuality from its list of mental illnesses in 1973. This change was a major breakthrough, as it helped reduce stigma and discrimination against LGBTQ+ people. In 1977, Harvey Milk became the first openly gay man to be elected to public office in the United States. His courage and leadership inspired many and demonstrated that political representation is fundamental to the advancement of rights. His assassination a year later shocked the nation and made him a symbol of the fight for LGBT rights. The community came together in his memory, strengthening its resolve to continue the fight for equality. The fight against HIV/AIDS in the 1980s united the LGBT community and showed the discrimination and lack of healthcare they faced. This health crisis revealed the deep inequalities and led to greater visibility and activism. Activists like Larry Kramer and Cleve Jones led the fight for research and treatment of the virus. Their tireless efforts not only saved lives, but also changed public perception of the LGBTQ+ community and its right to health. In recent decades, there have been major advances in same-sex marriage and legal recognition of gender identity. The legalization of same-sex marriage in many countries has been a monumental triumph for equality. However, the fight for equality is not over yet. The LGBTQ+ community continues to face challenges and discrimination in many parts of the world. It is crucial to continue supporting and defending the rights of all until equality is a reality for all.
Faces of Pride, key figures in LGBT history. Throughout history, many brave people have raised their voices and fought for LGBT rights. Their stories are examples of courage, resistance, and determination. Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera, two transgender women of color, were key figures in the Stonewall riots. Their bravery inspired a generation of activists. Harvey Milk, with his charisma and his message of hope, managed to mobilize the LGBT community in San Francisco and around the world. Gilbert Baker, artist and activist, created the rainbow flag in 1978. The flag has become a universal symbol of pride and diversity. Writers like Audre Lorde and James Baldwin challenged social norms and explored the relationship between sexual orientation, race, and social class.
Transforming society, the impact of Pride Day. This day is not only a celebration, but also a powerful tool for social change. International LGBT Pride Day has had a huge impact on society and culture. It has been a catalyst for visibility and acceptance. It has helped change minds, break down stereotypes, and promote acceptance of diversity. People feel more empowered to be who they really are. The visibility of the LGBT community in the media, film, television, and music has helped make sexual and gender diversity seem normal. This has been crucial for normalization and acceptance. More and more LGBT people feel free to live their lives openly and proudly. Celebrating Pride Day gives them the strength and courage to do so. Pride Day has also driven legal and political change in many countries. It has been a driving force for the creation of inclusive policies. The fight for equality has led to the passage of anti-discrimination laws, same-sex marriage, and legal recognition of gender identity. These achievements are celebrated and remembered every year. However, there is still much to be done. The fight for equality and justice continues. Discrimination and violence against LGBT people remain a reality in many parts of the world. It is vital to continue working for a more inclusive and safe future for all.